Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, orcs, trolls, goblins, and all of the above. I'd like to welcome you to this week's SOE Community Webcast. This is our final Fanfare webcast before we actually start with the Fanfare itself, so pay close attention. We're going to hopefully bring you some information that you may or may not have picked up on, and a little bit of extra news as well. I'm Linda Carlson, also known as Brasse the Dwarf, and with me today is...
Aimee, Ashlanne, Rekoske.
Alright, so what shall we start with? Actually, you know what I want to start with?
What?
Okay, we need to talk about your time. Your time is running out. The Fanfare registration was originally supposed to close tomorrow, the 17th. However, we have extended it just a little bit longer to 12 noon Pacific on Wednesday, June 22nd. I wouldn't wait that long. Register now just in case you forget, and then you're, running home in a panic at 11:59, and then you'll be really disappointed, and then you'll call our customer service, and they'll call us, and I'll have to actually work for a living. That would really suck. So,
but we're also accepting walk-ins as well.
We are, of course, yeah, but that's a little bit more expensive and it's less convenient. If you pre-register, of course, you'll get your badge mailed to you. You won't have to stand in a line. It'll be ever so much easier.
Only the early bird folks got their badges mailed to them.
Only the early bird guys. The rest of these guys, okay.
Yeah, they have to pick up their badge and stand in line.
So register anyway, because you're not going to want to miss some of these panels. We do want to talk about those panels, but I'd like Aimee to introduce a contest that we're running, which some of you will remember from last year.
Yep.
And
we're going to bring Robin Naily-Valee onto the webcast. She's been sitting off onto the side waiting for us. Robin, tell us about the contest we're doing this year.
We're doing Backstage Blogger again. We did it last year. It's a video bloggy chat where you run around Fanfare behind the scenes and in panels and interview developers, players, community members, and
various miscreants. Yes.
Like Linda.
Some people actually took video of like the parties too, which can be a little
risky. Interesting. Well, luckily I won't be showing up in a bikini, so you're all good.
And then you submit those files back to us, and we publish them for you.
Terrific. Now, do they have to bring their own bloggy, or, okay, how does this work?
You'll go on, we posted the contest today online, and you submit entries, and then we choose the top 4 entries.
Okay, and what do the entries have to be comprised of?
It could be either text or video blog.
Ah, okay, so you can just do a little video blog in front of your computer and talk about why you'd be an awesome Backstage blogger?
Yes.
All right.
And then what you win is you win a free pass to Fanfare. You have to pay for your hotel and travel, but you get a free pass.
Okay.
And then you get a bloggy from us. And you actually get to choose your bloggy there out of a selection we have pre-selected.
So what are they, different colors?
Different colors, pink, blue, black, gray.
Awesome. I'm going to quit now so I can go enter this contest because I think I would rock it. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Don't these winners also get a little bit of backstage access to us as well?
They can come backstage during the live quests. We can set up times with developers. They can walk around as we're setting up, but not as we're tearing down.
Interesting. Okay, so they actually can get truly backstage.
Yes.
Now, what happens if they've already paid for their Fanfare pass?
I believe we're reimbursing.
Terrific. Okay. She said it live on television, so it has to happen now.
Yes.
Aimee will make it happen.
I will make it happen.
I know that we had 4 winners last year, and it was a lot of fun to watch their videos afterwards. It was tremendous. And there was a lot of footage too, wasn't there?
Yes.
I seem to recall Robin spent like the better part of 2 weeks editing that footage so that we could publish it.
There was one gentleman who filmed everything Star Wars.
Everything?
Everything.
Very cool. Make sure you come back, Star Wars guys.
Yes. And just one more note, I will be kind of handling it there, so if you have any questions about it there, come see me.
And will you be at the AV area, the audiovisual area, or at the community desk?
I believe it's the information booth.
Ah, okay. So the information booth, which is where you'll find most of the community team when we're around.
Yes.
And so, take a picture, take a screenshot now so you know who to run for. How long does this contest go for?
It goes until the 28th.
The 28th. And where did you post the information about the contest?
It should be everywhere.
Everywhere? Oh, on all of the game sites?
All the game sites. And
Facebook pages?
I'm hoping Joel can get it up to Facebook today.
Okay.
It will be up today.
There you go. It will be up to date.
Just like this webcast.
Excellent. Terrific. Okay. Well, thanks very much, Robin. Really appreciate you coming to tell us about that. I really hope that we get some cool entries in.
I hope so. Thank you.
All right. That was awesome.
Oh, well, that really gets me revved up for the whole fanfare thing. So, I've just been making revisions to the schedule, so what you see at SOEfanfare.com right now is going to change slightly. We've had to move a couple of the panels around because we needed to introduce a very important feature or two. Not all of which we can talk about right now.
Super secret.
Well, the thing is that with fanfare, there's always stuff coming in hot at the last minute, and everything's waiting on approvals. Sometimes we have to get approvals from our internal partners, sometimes from external licensees and that sort of thing, so we have to be really careful. But, you know, this whole talk about fanfare, I have to, you know, dress myself up in some appropriate accoutrements. So I brought my fanfare survival kit. Very useful for getting through hallways and casinos.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely mandatory for preventing head injuries.
Yes.
Because believe me, if you have any tequilas or beers there, there's going to be some head injuries. And further to that end, now I'm completely shielded against any and all complaints. So when you get them at the community booth, you send them straight over to me. Then the most important gear for fanfare, of course, and I'm bringing this out by way of reminding you that you really got to be over 21 to attend many of our evening events for obvious reasons. Brand new community mugs that you might get a chance to get one at fanfare as well.
These are really cool because when you put something cold in it, it turns blue.
And if you have a belt on your costume, you can attach a few of these.
My goodness, woman.
That.
Will all this be in your luggage?
You're done tooting.
It's a good thing you're driving.
And for a nightcap, you know, got to have a little wee one. This came all the way from Germany. So, you know, that's the sort of gear that you need to survive fanfare. Make note. And if you want further tips on how to survive fanfare, please go to zam.com, where Caltheen has just posted again her various tips for going to fanfare. And she's been to fanfare about 100 times, so she's got lots of experience. You know, do not wear stilettos unless you come in a kilt, because that would actually be kind of cool.
It'd be hot.
Yeah, it might be hot, depending on
really
who's in
hot.
it.
Yeah.
So let's, have you had a chance to look at the schedule much yourself, Amy?
No, I haven't.
There's a lot of cool stuff. I mean, there's a couple of firsts. For instance, we've got a couple of DCUO panels. This will be the first time that we've had DCUO panels since the game has launched. So you're going to be talking to the live team directly and being able to give them your feedback and opinions and such. The other thing that's a first, Magic the Gathering Tactics is going to have a panel. It's the first one since that game launched. And even better, both DCO and Magic are having tournaments at the show this year.
Ooh.
The Magic tournament is actually on Thursday night after the community address.
Late night gaming.
Late night game, and starts at 10 p.m. The bar will be open with your valid ID being over 21 and all. And it should be a lot of fun.
You know what else is happening at late night gaming?
What else is happening at late night gaming?
Live podcasts.
Oh, bugger. That means I have to not drink until after it's over.
Why?
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, this is awesome. I'm so prepared for that then.
It's going to be awesome.
And for those of you who are entering the costume contest this year, and you ruddy well should, the costume contest entries will start on... Are we starting those
Thursday?
On Thursday?
Mm-hmm.
It's terrific. So you can register right at the community info table in the middle. The thing you need to know is that registration for the costume contest closes at 5 p.m. on Saturday.
Yes.
The reason for that is so that we can get the pre-judging done. It'll be done in the grand ballroom as well, where the community table and all the gaming machines are, and probably in the lounge area where there's some room. The pre-judging means that you go, you get your ratings, the judges look at you, they assign scores and so on, and then you can go have some ruddy dinner at the banquet before the costume contest starts. If you're anything like me, you'd go and you'd have to be in the contest and you didn't get no food, so by the time you're on stage, you're ready to eat anything that walks by, you know, Smed's leg, whatever. Yeah, her. Yeah.
We take your picture at the green screen too.
Ah, terrific. So they'll get a souvenir of their participation. That'll be really cool. And everyone will be getting a small token of our appreciation just for entering, although because due to legal reasons we have to be careful what we say. But we'll be thanking you properly for participating. And of course the prizes are going to be really good too. Robin, do you recall offhand what the 4 categories are this year?
Master Craftsman.
Master Craftsman.
Humor.
Humor? That was like that Antonia Bale chap that was there last year.
Player's Choice.
Player's Choice. And?
Was it Judge's Choice or?
Possibly Judge's Choice.
We put up a feature on June 2nd about that on all of the websites.
Terrific. So you can read up on it there. And the rules are there too, right? Yeah. And so this is your big chance. Oh, crowd favorite, yes. So that will be going, the costume contest itself will be starting at about 9 p.m. on stage during the grand banquet. We'll ask you on stage. You'll submit a little write-up of your part. I'll read it, assuming I can still read at that time, depending on how many mugs of ale I've consumed. It's going to be great. So let's see, what else is there? EQ2 and EQ both plan to release some brand new information. You know that we're good at giving our fans the information about the expansions first, so you should really make sure you show up for that. And here's something. Pay close attention now, because we haven't been allowed to say this before, and I'm going to read this word for word as it was approved and emailed to me. You listening? Are you sure? Okay. For all you Planetside fans out there, be ready for some big announcements at this year's Fanfare. Period. That's all you get. But I'm really glad we were struggling today to make sure that we could say something, because we're all real excited about that.
Yes, we are.
Yes, definitely. So then also live quests. How are those coming along?
Well, they're coming along good. You know.
Now what does that mean? Have you tested them? Or?
We started testing them yesterday.
Okay.
So we went through DC Universe Online, and we went through Star Wars Galaxies, and we started to go through EverQuest, and we're going to go through EverQuest 2 next week.
Ah, terrific. Okay, so are they fun?
They really do. They look fun. I was going to wear a piece of EQ2s in here, but I wasn't sure if I should or not. It was a pair of goggles. That gives you any idea?
Are you worried about your appearance, really?
I shouldn't have
I guess one of us has to stay professional, right?
Maybe. But they look like they're going to be a lot of fun. And if I can just shout out to the community team, the Laminator.
The Laminator. It's a new piece of equipment. You know, our budget's kind of wee and tiny, and so when we get something like the Laminator, everyone gets real excited. Go figure. You know, next week we might actually buy coffee machine. Heaven forbid. So of course now we do have some of the traditional favorites are the customer service panel, which we've called Heppel Pliz this year. And that always goes over well. Players love to talk directly to the customer service folks. And
I actually got a IM from a customer to ask me if that was a typo.
Oh yeah, no, believe me. It's actually one of the top things that customer service used to receive is just one line at the beginning of the petition. Heppel. And it's just because when things go wrong, they mistype things. So now Heppel has become a little bit of a meme over time with the customer service team. And also we have a panel called "And Now a Word with the Community Team," where you can come yell at us about the moderation and how we unfairly banned you last week and all that sort of stuff. Just remember, I'm prepared.
Do I have to be there?
Yes.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah, I'm going to be in the pub down the road. You can run that panel. This year, we're having a breaking into the industry panel as well. Now, you have to be serious about this because this particular panel is on Saturday, first thing at 10 a.m. Now, Friday night being the pool party, this will test your ability to actually work in the industry. First step of breaking into the industry is being able to crawl, being able to crawl into that panel at 10 a.m. after you've been out at that pool party. So that should be really good. There's a number of program and panels for EQ and EQ2, which will be really awesome. Some of the DCUO topics include making a successful action MMO in the DCUO universe. That was a heck of a challenge for them because, of course, they had to convince DC that they could pull this off and make it feel real and look real and play real and not be boring. You know, this is not the game where you just hit X, hit X, hit X, and the thing just keeps going. Now, you actually really have to put in a lot of tactics there, so that's pretty cool. Lots of Q&A sessions. I think the reason that EQ and EQ2 have gone to Q&A a lot is because you can never predict what the players really want to talk about. So this allows a lot of opportunity for that sort of thing.
Almost all their panels turn into that halfway through anyway.
Right, right. Now something that's new for this year, and I hope you guys will help us out for this, I've put in a panel called Dev War Stories, an SOE competition. In this, I'm going to send an email out to all the dev teams, and they're going to submit to their managers a war story, something that they really had a lot of trouble with. And of course, they'll be judged on how awful it was, how funny it was, how they managed not to throw their manager under the bus. They'll be presenting these short war stories live, and at the end of the panel, all of the people in attendance, that's you guys, will be voting on who had the best war story. And there will be prizes for the devs for first, second, and third for whoever submitted the best. So I'm looking forward to that one too.
I see why only dev can apply.
Because?
Because we would win.
No, you'd throw me under the bus. Oh, it's really quite amazing some of the stuff that dev has to overcome to make these games work. So I'm really looking forward to hearing some of the stories.
Sounds like fun.
Indeed. All right, and of course we have our traditional Free Realms panel, making Free Realms fun. And it's going to be a lot of fun this year again. Last year, they designed a mount based on a beach ball design that someone had talked about at last year's panel. So you never know what's going to come out of that one this time. We've got some Clone Wars Adventures stuff going on. Oh, along with the very first Clone Wars Adventures tournament, which is going to be the speeder bike race, entirely time-based. That'll be a lot of fun. And let's see, Larry Elmore, he'll have a panel on Friday between 5 and 6 p.m. So if you've ever wanted to ask him stuff about his magnificent artwork, you can do so there. All right, so, and of course the community address on Thursday, after you show up and get all registered, that's going to be a lot of fun. Mr. Smed will be doing some commentary, and I've already got some advance information about some of the stuff he's going to talk about, and it'll be good. We're looking at ways that we will try to broadcast it. Can't guarantee that we can pull that off because we will have licensing issues, we will have technical issues that we need to set up. So we're going to try. Can't guarantee exactly how it's going to come off yet, but I'm looking forward to it as I always do. I love to hear what Smed has planned for the company.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the one last panel I want to talk about, and this is very similar to breaking into the industry. If you're specifically interested in the art side of things, Joe Shupak and artists from the EQ, from the SOE art teams are going to be having a panel called the SOE Art Portal and Player Portfolios. That means bring your artwork with you, and they will help to give you some constructive criticism, some suggestions, paths that you should follow, things that you may wish to follow up on training with. And that's going to be very, very useful for people who are trying to get into the business.
That's really cool.
All right, I think I'm babbling for a little bit. What else have you got to talk about?
Well, I have, the silent auction is back like every year.
Oh, aye.
We have many items like we've done in the past, like the banners, the Mighty Mugs are back this year, and then we have the fun items that we haven't done in the past that I can't talk about for legal reasons.
That you can't talk about.
I know, but you should come just to look at those.
You can tell me about them later.
Oh,
right?
yes, definitely.
Privilege of position.
I can't wait for you to see some of them.
Looking
really
forward
cool.
to it.
Our vendors this year, I have a list of them. I don't have a full list because they all haven't been confirmed yet.
And because we always get one or two last minute people that come too.
Some are still signing contracts and all that. So offline t-shirts, the Safe House, Larry Elmore, as Brasse already mentioned.
Ah, so you can buy some prints from Larry right on site. Oh, that's right. A couple of years ago he actually signed one for me too, so he'll dedicate one to you as well. It's great.
That's cool.
I felt like, brush with greatness.
He's so sweet.
He's a really nice guy.
NVIDIA is going to be there, Alienware, and then Sony is going to be back again this year. But as I was getting this information from the events team, they said bring your money this year because if you liked all the equipment they had last year, they're going to have stuff for you to buy this year.
That's very bad for me pocketbook.
I know, because I really want a bloggy, and they're going to have them for sale.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are they going to have all the different colors and stuff too? Oh,
yeah.
terrific.
So I'm really excited.
Now, some of the things that you really want to see, speaking of Sony, is that they will be displaying EQ2 in all of its 3D glory on 3D monitors and the 3D capable laptops. And if you have not seen that game in 3D yet, oh my lord, you got to come and see that, because it just you sink right into the game, and I don't think I'll ever pull out now. It's no more sleep.
Oh, and then you may have wondered what's been scrolling on the back behind
what's
us.
been scrolling on the back?
Some of the in-game items that we've already told you about in the last webcast. These are the images from indie games.
Oh, really?
So
I haven't seen those yet.
I am totally in love with the EQ mercenaries. They look so cool. When you claim when you get your item, when it's added to your account, it's a mercenary contract, and you get to choose from 4 different ones.
So you get to pick which class you get.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
And some of them are just so
That's not
cool.
him, is it?
No, but that's one of them.
That's one. Oh.
Yeah. And they just look like little marionettes,
That is
puppets
really
on a
cool.
string. That's the EQ2 one. What is it called? The prismatic cloud.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Rainbows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is really neat.
What does it mean? But
We're going to have a contest for that too, aren't we?
But there's the Star Wars Galaxy one is a painting. That's it right there.
That's nice.
Yeah, and they've had EQ gets that's the DC Universe Online one.
Oh,
It's
the costume?
it's a Vegas baby sequence jacket. So
Nice.
yeah,
I
it's
like
pretty cool. And EQ has a mount and that gnomish sign right there, the welcome sign for your house.
That is so tacky. It's cute.
I know.
That's-
But yeah, the really cool items. We just got all of the images for. So.
Ah, terrific.
And there's more, but we just haven't gotten all the images approved and everything yet for you. But this is what we have.
Yeah.
So I'm so excited. Yeah.
So what are you looking forward to the most?
The most? Goodness. I think I'm looking forward to the most to working the info booth again. It's so much fun being there in the hub. Almost everybody that comes to Fanfare comes and sees me there because they have to get their bags and their T-shirts, and they come and look at the silent auction items, and I get to hear everybody's excitement, and
That's really cool.
it's fun.
So the games area this year, where we're having all of the tournaments, that's going to be run by Tony Radar X Jones. If you have a problem, good luck arguing with that man. He's a tough one. And this will be great, because now, if you have any issues with the tournaments, we'll just say,
Tony.
that guy
Yeah,
over there.
Tony.
Yeah, that one. We'll point him out. Here, we'll take you over to see him. Actually, the tournaments, they're all being tested in advance. For those of you who have tried out the EQ2 Ether races, that was pretty cool. Those went on test server on the E3 weekend. So people have been having a chance to practice that.
Also, for those people who read reviews and stuff about our E3 booth, those really cool beanbag chairs, if you're coming to Fanfare,
They're going to be there?
they're going to be there.
Okay, let me tell you right now, once you sit in one of those beanbag chairs,
You don't wanna
you're
get out.
not getting up again. They're really, really comfortable.
We were fighting over who got to take them home
Mhm.
at E3.
Now, we've had some folks ask as well whether we'd have anybody from Payday at Fanfare. Have we heard back whether they've been confirmed or not?
They haven't been confirmed, but I know they're working on it.
For those of you who aren't familiar with Payday, it's a new game being developed by a Swedish company called...
Overkill.
Yes. Boy, you're smart. A really snazzy group of young guys, and they came out with this FPS game that we showed at E3. It's being produced for the PC and for the PS3, and it was really, really cool. I liked it a lot, and I had heard very little about it beforehand, so I'm hoping that they can actually come to Fanfare.
Me too. A lot of our customers who saw stuff at E3 were like, are they coming to Fanfare?
Yeah.
I really want to check it out.
Yeah,
Do I have any
it's-
questions?
No, they don't have any questions.
Will Epic Prince be back?
Epic Prince.
I have not heard.
I heard yes at one point, and then I'm not sure.
Now, that's the sort of thing that doesn't get on our radar too early, because they're internal, so they could show up at any time. Can you
Hope
please
so.
look into that?
I will definitely.
She will look into that for you.
I'll write it down.
Other than that,
That's
we have-
it.
We have no questions.
No questions.
Who all is coming to Fanfare?
Me. I'm gonna be there.
I want to know who's coming in costume. That's
Robin
what I
says
want.
she's not coming.
Yeah, no, Robin's definitely going to be there.
I'm gonna put Robin on the bus and tie her to a seat and make sure she gets there.
Yeah, most of us are bussing up from San Diego. It's going to be really great. We'll be up on Wednesday night to do the setup of the whole place, and That'll be good fun, good
Yeah,
fun. I can
can't-
hardly wait to get into recovery mode afterwards. I'm thinking about that already. Sunday morning, I'll be the one lying flat in the hallway.
Nah, we won't
Put
let
on
you.
flat.
We'll put you on one of the beanbag chairs.
So again, if you want to register for Fanfare, do it now, but you will still be able to register until noon on the 22nd, that's next Wednesday. And we really hope to see you there.
Yep. Anything else?
That's it.
All right.
I'm going back to my desk with all me
They
mugs
want to know
to
who the
practice.
MC this year is.
Oh, me. You're stuck with me. I apologize. And if you don't like it,
Tough.
too bad.
We like it.
It'll be me. It'll be me.
It's the Brasse.
They said yay. But it was a half-hearted yay.
Oh yes, it's like, and there was much rejoicing. Yay.
See you
We'll
guys.
see you there.
Bye guys. See you at Fanfare.